Hello everyone, my name is Irma. I'm the creator of Chakratude, and today in this short video I'm going to take you through a guide to help you understand the chakra system. So it's basically going to be an introduction to the chakras as well as a short meditation that you can do anywhere, anytime when you feel like you'd like to give your chakra system a bit of a boost. So wherever it is that you are, just find a comfortable space. You could be standing and just relaxed with your feet planted on the ground, or if you're in a seated position, just also keep your feet planted in the ground and avoid crossing your legs so that you can let some energy flow as we begin to sort of uncover and talk a little bit about what the chakra system is. So in every body, there is an energy system that runs through our body. It correlates to the position of the spine along the body and begins from the base at the tailbone and runs all the way up through the crown of the head. There are many energy centers that exist throughout the body, but there are 7 that are major. And those 7 each correlate to a different part of your life, and they also work together to create an entire system. So when your chakras are like healthy and balanced, then you'll find that things in your life sort of work and happen harmoniously. And if there's like an imbalance or an under or an overuse, then it might signify some kind of blockage in the energy movement, and having the time and the opportunity to bring awareness to that through a short meditation is a way that you can unblock some of the obstacles that might be in the way of your harmonious energy flow. So I've learned through my studies of the chakra system that there's many ways to activate, to balance them, to awaken them, and to energize them. They include body movement such as yoga, and some of you may have taken yoga classes with me where I actually focus on body movements that are targeted to different chakras in the body. There's also consumption. So foods that you eat, the way that you energize your body and fuel your system is part of what can activate and influence the way that your chakras work as well. Along with consumption comes the perception, the taking in of color. And color is one of the methods that I'll be guiding us through in this exercise today. And then also sound. So each of the energy centers has a particular vowel sound that helps to activate and awaken it. So everything that we are surrounded by in existence is made of energy. And it has a certain vibrational tone and frequency, and each of the chakras has its own vibrational frequency as well. So as I go through this exercise, we will touch on each of the chakras individually, and it'll give you an idea of the characteristics that it relates to in our lives. And so as we go through them, I just invite you to take some opportunities here with deep breaths and an open mind to just notice what resonates for you as we move through the chakra system. So again, get rooted in your position of either seated or standing, and join me in just taking a couple of deep breaths in and out through the nose. You can get grounded in your body, recognize and become aware of your body as the vessel which you are representing yourself in today, in this lifetime, in this moment. So taking a couple of deep breaths in, I invite you to either come to a closed-eyed position, or if you feel more comfortable, just bring your eyes to a softer gaze. So you might want to gaze downward towards your knees or towards the floor if closing your eyes doesn't feel that great for you. Beginning with the first chakra in the body, known as the root chakra, bring your awareness and your attention to the base of your tailbone. both for women and for male bodies, this is the place in the body where if you needed to go to the bathroom and you were holding that and contracting those muscles, that's kind of an indication of the general area of where the root chakra is located. So with the awareness of that part of your body, imagine the color red. The color red signifying a sense of rootedness into the earth, a connectedness with the planet, with Pachamama, Mother Earth. The root chakra is the energy center that correlates to your center of safety, of stability, of having. It's the place where in your life you will manifest wealth, prosperity, basic relationships, and the things that you would need for survival. So with those aspects of your life in mind, join me in saying the vowel sound of the root chakra, which is O. O. So say it out loud a few times, and notice that as you say it, there's a very deep vibration to the sound of O, which makes sense that this is a root, a foundational chakra that is very much related to our physical bodies and our physical existence. O. So a fun affirmation that I have created in my line of Chakratude gear is for the root chakra, I own it. So repeat to yourself out loud 1, 3, 20 times, however many times you like, I own it. Say it with conviction. Imagine the aspects in your life that are around having, that are around safetyness and stability. I own it. Take a few deep breaths in and out through the nose. And just notice what resonates for you. And then bring your awareness up higher in the body to right below the belly button. So in between the pubic area and the belly button is the sacral chakra. Imagine the color orange. The sacral chakra being the energy center of our bodies where we are able to be creators in our world. There's no coincidence that this correlates in the body with the place where our reproductive organs exist, so where we actually create, and also our center of sensuality and sexuality reside and are manifested through the sacral chakra energy. If there's a blockage or any kind of obstacles in the sacral chakra, some pretty deep emotions can get caught up in there, like shame or guilt. Some of the ones that could last like years from childhood on. Imagining the color orange right below your belly button and your aspects in life related to sensuality, sexuality, creativity, and flow. Say the vowel sound, ooh. It's so appropriate for the sacral chakra. Ooh. It's so sensual. Ooh. Now say out loud, I produce pleasure. I produce pleasure. It might feel a little silly at first because there could be some shame attached to having the ownership of this kind of energy in your life and in your body. But once you say it out loud a few times, you'll kind of notice that it becomes a little easier to say, especially if you let yourself have some amusement with it. So repeat it a few more times. You can keep your eyes closed and just notice as you imagine the color orange, what resonates for you, what kinds of thoughts or memories or pictures or feelings come up for you. Take a few deep breaths. Be okay with just taking in the information that comes to you and allowing your breath and your declaration of owning your second chakra help you in the process of keeping the energy flowing. Now bring your awareness to your third chakra, the solar plexus. It's located right above the belly button, below the rib cage, in the center of the mid-body. And imagine in the solar plexus the color yellow, like you're radiating out your own personal solar system. The vowel sound is ah. The characteristics related to the solar plexus are around confidence and power and ego. And they also relate to the aspects in your life of your dream world as well as your career. General energy distribution of, do you work and effort or with flow and ease, using more masculine or feminine energy? All of those are aspects that surround the solar plexus. Imagining the color yellow, repeat out loud, I'm solar at my center. You might even start to imagine your own warmth starting to radiate from your mid-body. I'm solar at my center. As you take deep breaths in and out, notice what resonates for you. And notice if any kind of effort comes up or competition to try to get this right. That's all part of the third chakra. So just become aware of that energy arising for you and use your breath to just allow yourself to move through that. Bringing your awareness to the center of your chest is the heart chakra, the fourth chakra in the body. It's actually a gateway between the lower chakras, which are centered more on the physical, bodily aspects, and the higher, more elevated chakras, which we'll get to in a moment. The heart is like the conduit for it. It is the energy center that relates to your place for love, relationships, identity, space in your life. And when I talk about love, I'm not talking just about the love that you have for others, but maybe even more importantly and most importantly is the love that you have for yourself. So imagining the color green just radiating from the center of your chest. Take a few deep breaths in and out. As you say out loud the vowel sound of A. A. So this one gives me a little bit of a chuckle if any of you are old enough to remember the Fonz. Now there's one person who really knew who he was. His self-identity was very strong and very clear, and his mantra was A. So have a little bit of amusement and a little bit of fun, and say out loud and repeat, I am made to love and be loved. Breathe into the affirmation, I'm made to love and be loved. As you imagine the color green just washing away any kind of pain that might be caught up in your heart, allowing for forgiveness, forgiveness of whatever it is, forgiveness upon another, forgiveness to yourself. Taking a few deep breaths, bring your awareness to the center of your throat, the fifth chakra, the throat chakra. The chakra energy center that correlates to the aspects of communication, truth, rhythm. It's one of the more elevated chakras, so it's the place where intuition begins to develop. And it's in me already starting to activate. I can feel like some lubrication in my throat as I'm speaking, as the same time like some dryness in my mouth. So some of the energy that might want to be blocking your communication center could manifest in things like being unable to say what you want to say, to speak your truth, to communicate, to be heard. So taking some deep breaths into that part of your body, imagine the beautiful color blue, radiating bright. Noticing what comes up around your neck, your shoulders, your throat. As you say out loud the vowel sound E. You can hear now that the sounds are starting to get higher in vibration. And so the affirmation that I chose for the sound E is, I scream, I truth. You know, kind of like a play on Apple and iPad. I scream, I truth. And even though I chose one that is around sound, another element of the fifth chakra that is just as powerful is the power of silence. As you notice what resonates around your throat chakra, allow your truth to absorb what is real for you and to release what is not. As you bring your awareness to the center of your forehead, basically right between the eyebrows, a little bit above that is the third eye chakra. It is the sixth chakra in the body, and it correlates to clairvoyance and the ability to see beyond the physical. The characteristics of having vision, of having perspective, of seeing truth and beauty, and of manifesting. Imagining the color purple in your elevated chakra of clairvoyance. Say out loud the sound I manifest masterfully. And with the eyes closed, notice how much you can actually see. I manifest masterfully. Create the pictures correlated to the aspects of your life as if they were memories that you were scrolling through, as if you've already lived them, as if you are already living them. Be the creator, the director, the curator of your life pictures. As you say the sound, notice what resonates for you in the aspects of your life of clairvoyance. Where have you been in the shadows? Where has clarity been difficult for you? Breathe into the emotions, the memories, the resonance or feelings in your body that might surface up with this. Take a deep inhale in and a deep exhale through the nose. And then bring your awareness up to the crown of the head, right above the top of the head. Just as it sounds, where you'd place a crown is your crown chakra. It is the elevated seventh chakra connected to the body that generates the characteristics in life that are around divinity. So it is where, from a human aspect perspective, we can draw in everything that is beyond our physical world. So connecting to the universal cosmic greatness and magnitude and majesty that is beyond us from our crown. Kind of the opposite of what happens with the root chakra, where we ground into the earth and connect very physically. The crown chakra is about divinity. And the corresponding vowel sound is ing. like an NG. You can hear the absolute high vibration in that. Ding. Say it out loud. Repeat after me. I'm boldly blissing. I am boldly blissing. Imagine yourself downloading the divinity that is the best you, the divinity that is even beyond you, and drawing that into your body so that from a spiritual aspect, your spirit and body can work together to manifest the greatness of all of you in this physical world. It is the energy center around knowing. You don't need to think about things. There's just that sense that you know around bliss. It is the energy center where magic can reside and move into your body. Take some deep breaths into your acceptance of this, moving through any resistance, anything that might be trying to tell you that this isn't real. Just breathe into it. Now you know. You've always known. So taking a few more deep breaths, imagine the color gold just radiating from the crown of your head, like the crown chakra that you wear day in and day out. Now with more awareness. And with a few more deep breaths in and out of your body, just let all of this new awakened energy just begin to absorb and penetrate into your physical body. Use your breath as a bit of a lubrication and a partner to help that really resonate in a tender, gentle, and feel-good kind of way. And with your energy centers completely polished up and shiny, I want to thank you for going through this guide to colorfully charm your chakras with an attitude of energy. You can do this exercise at any time. If you feel like you want to hone in on any particular chakra, just spend a little bit more time in meditation, noticing what comes up for you in that particular area. Or if you'd like to run through the entire system again, here's a way that you can do it. I work with the chakras in many different ways. I mentioned that I teach yoga in activating them. I also clairvoyantly read the energy and can heal the energy through psychic readings. And in addition, I'm pretty far into my path of exploring the energy centers that exist on the planet. So just as the 7 exist within a human body, there are also energy centers in different places on the planet Earth. So far, I've only been visiting Earth. On the planet Earth that resonate and basically exude and generate, more than likely, these characteristics of energy. And so I've traveled to several of them, and I organize retreats around the world to go and meditate and to be with the beautiful power of these chakra centers that exist around the world. So if you would like to know a little bit more about the offerings that I have and learn more about the chakras, I also have more affirmations that I have designed and created and that I have correlated along with an apparel line that is a way that you could basically wear your energy and have an affirmation close to your heart or close to your sacral chakra that is a constant, and it can be private, reminder to you of how great you are and how much power you have within your own self. So my name is Irma again. Thank you very much for joining me, and please reach out to me with any other questions that you have around the chakras, around the work that I do. You can find more information at my website at www.chakratude.me. Ciao, baby.